Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 snowboards that I think are gonna be a lot of fun and give you the performance that you want, regardless of where you find yourself on the mountain. Alright, so I think these snowboards are going to be good options if you're looking for one snowboard that you're going to have to ride every day. The first snowboard I want to bring up is the Ride Warpig. I rode this snowboard a ton last season, had a lot of fun on it, rode it in pretty much every condition you could think of. It's going to be a flat snowboard with a little bit of rocker in the tips, and it's going to have a directional shape. So the nose outside the contact points, which is the widest point on the snowboard, is going to be a good bit longer than the tail, and it also has a little bit of a taper, so that's a little bit of a skinnier tail than nose. Those two features are going to help give this guy float and powder, as well as its width. That's probably the coolest thing about this snowboard, is that it's naturally really wide. That's going to offer a couple of things. It's going to make this board really fun for carving. It's going to give it more float, and it's also going to allow you to size down a little bit. So if you normally ride like a 158, 159, you could probably hop on this guy in a 154 and feel totally comfortable on it. The stance is centered in the side cut on this guy, so it's going to ride pretty much exactly the same in either direction. The only thing affecting that is going to be the taper, but it's a really mellow taper, so it's not really something that you need to worry about. And as far as the flex goes, I'd say the Warpig is a pretty middle of the road medium flex. The next snowboard is the Burton Custom. This guy really is a king of versatility and is a great option if you're looking for one snowboard to ride in any condition. It's going to have a bit of a directional shape. Like the Warpig, it has a little bit of a longer nose outside the contact points than tail, and it also has a slightly set back stance. So those are the two features that are going to help this guy float and powder. But the nice thing about the Custom is that it has a twin flex. So if you just push that stance forward just a little bit, you're going to be totally centered in that side cut, have that twin flex, and it's going to ride exactly like a true twin on harder snow, groomed snow, or in the terrain park where you want that performance, but still has the option to give a little bit of extra float and powder if you find yourself on a powder day. It runs a camber dominant profile, pretty much full positive camber, so that's going to give you a nice, powerful, precise feeling, and it's got a pretty solid medium flex as well. Alright, the third snowboard is one of my favorites, and it's actually going to be my personal daily driver for the 18-19 season, and that is the Arbor Westmark Camber. This is a full positive camber snowboard, and it's a true twin, and it also offers some other great tech. You're going to find grip tech side cut in this guy, which is a couple of additional contact points placed right underfoot, helping to bite down on ice or hard snow where you might be slipping out. And it also runs what Arbor calls uprise fenders. So right underneath those contact points on the nose and tail, the base and edge is lifted up just a little bit, really mellow to make it less catchy basically. So even though it's full camber, you're going to have that powerful, precise feeling. It's really not a super catchy snowboard. I think those are the two big tech highlights on this snowboard. It's also going to run a sintered base, and it's got a solid medium flex. Again, I'd say probably right around a 5 out of 10 on this guy. The Capita DOA is another one to keep your eyes out for. I've ridden this snowboard every year for the last 3 years, and it continues to be one of my favorites. This guy is a true twin camber dominant snowboard, pretty much full positive camber. There are a couple of flat zones right as you get to those contact points though to help mellow it out a little bit. I also think that helps with locking into rail features. It's got a couple of strips of carbon running vertical down the snowboard, helping to make this guy a little bit more snappy, a little bit more poppy. I actually think that's one of the biggest highlights on the DOA, is that it's a really poppy snowboard. It's able to load up tension and hold energy very well. And this guy is also going to run a solid, versatile, middle of the road flex. And the last snowboard is the LibTech TRS. This guy's probably the least jibby out of the list here today, but it's probably going to be a little bit more versatile for all mountain riding and versatile terrain if that's something that you're into. Still going to be fun in the park though, and doing kind of freestyle stuff or hitting natural features. It is a true twin, and it runs a rocker dominant profile. It's LibTech's C2X profile, so it is rocker dominant, but there's some camber underfoot to help offer more pop and stability. That rocker dominant shape is also going to help float and powder in my opinion. and it also runs Magna traction. So that's like a wavy edge going down the side cut, offering lots of grip and bite on ice, probably the most grip out of all those variations. Other than that, I think this guy runs a flex just on the stiffer side of medium, so a little bit more stability, helping to balance out that rocker dominant profile. And it's also gonna run a sintered base, helping to keep it fast on any snow condition. All right guys, so that's gonna be my top 5 do-it-all snowboard list for the 2019 season. I was able to ride dozens of snowboards all over the world last year, so I hope you're stoked on the list. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm also gonna have each of these snowboards linked down in the description if you wanna check them out. Thanks for watching, hope you guys are having a great season, and we'll see you in a new video soon. Take care guys.